Right now, a stolen plane leads to an hours-long saga in the sky.
Another day of clouds and cool conditions, but Labor Day is looking sunnier and warmer.
Hey, good morning, and thanks for joining us on News 3 Now this morning, Sunday. I'm Shane Hogan. Before we get to those top stories this morning, Greg, it's a little chilly out there, but looking good for Labor Day.
Yeah, it is a little bit of chilly out there, but it's kind of a damp feel with that northeast wind, especially it feels like it's coming off some water cells. Right now, it's north wind at 9. Right now, the dew point's 53, which once again, that's like 15-degree drop in the dew point from yesterday. So 57, cloudy conditions, but that northeast wind, depending on where you're at, is keeping things cool. We are seeing some visibility issues near the Dells, up to Camp Douglas, up to Black River Falls was earlier, Platteville too. So a few areas with that, but overall not too much going on. Radar shows all the shower activity is pushed to the south, rotating around a really broad circulation that's to the south, but that should keep us pretty much in that northeast flow. Overall temperature is 59 degrees in Lone Rock, 57 in Madison. We zoom in, we're all 57 or 58 degrees pretty much area wide right now. As we're looking ahead today, temperatures should slowly warm back up to about 72, but it's not going to be much of a cool and present day. Tomorrow looks much better, Shane, when we get more sun and warmer, and we might even see another 80 coming up this week, too.
All right, welcome news for that holiday tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Greg. A Mississippi airport worker is under arrest this morning, accused of stealing a plane and threatening to crash it into an area Walmart. Police say he knew how to take off, but not how to land. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports on this hours-long saga.
Drone video shows the stolen plane after it safely landed in a soybean field in northern Mississippi. Dirt tracks marking the rough landing.
Like he right on top of our house.
For 5 hours, the plane circled around the small city of Tupelo. Radar tracking data shows his path. Police say the man at the controls, identified as Corey Patterson, initially threatened to crash into a Walmart, leading to an evacuation. The 29-year-old employee at Tupelo Regional Airport allegedly stole a fully fueled plane early Saturday when no one was staffing the airport tower.
After the initial threat, he did not want to hurt himself or anyone else, and I believe that we had what you would think would be the best case scenario.
While in the air, police say Patterson posted a message on Facebook, essentially saying goodbye. At the time, he was close to running out of fuel. Shortly after, he landed the plane.
He got his hands up.
Police quickly moved in to take him into custody.
He will get the help he needs as far as whatever he's dealing with.
Patterson is charged with grand larceny and making terroristic threats and will also likely face federal charges. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
And police say a private pilot was coaching Patterson during his flight, and at one point he was close to landing back at the airport, but aborted at the last minute. 3 people are hurt after a shooting in Charleston early this morning. Police say all 3 people were taken to the hospital. Investigators are still gathering information on what led up to this shooting, as this is currently a developing situation this morning in Charleston. A windswept wildfire in rural Northern California tore through a neighborhood and destroyed about 100 homes and other buildings Saturday. Fire officials say at least 2 people were injured and thousands were forced from their homes. The mill fire started Friday just north of Weed, a city of about 2,600 people, 250 miles north of San Francisco. The flames caused residents to flee. The fire is currently 20% contained, according to fire officials. Another disappointment for NASA's new Artemis moon rocket yesterday after a liquid hydrogen leak scrubbed another launch. It's the second time since Monday that leaking hydrogen put the launch on hold. NASA officials are keeping their fingers crossed that the third time will be the charm. It's just a matter of when that third time will indeed take place. President Biden is at Camp David for the Labor Day weekend as former President Donald Trump returns to the campaign trail despite facing new legal scrutiny. CBS's Christina Ruffini has more.
I can't think of a legitimate reason why they could be taken out of the government, away from the government.
In an interview with Fox News, Trump's former Attorney General Bill Barr shot down the former president's justifications for possessing possibly still classified documents at his private residence.
If, in fact, he sort of stood over scores of boxes, not really knowing what was in them, and said, I hereby declassify everything in here, that would be such an abuse.
Meanwhile, on his social media platform Truth Social, Trump lashed out at the Department of Justice and the FBI, calling the Bureau, quote, totally corrupt, and claiming they stole items from his home and rifled through the former First Lady's closets. Plural.
He was the President of the United States. He had the highest clearance in the world, so I don't know if this may be a paperwork issue.
The detailed list of evidence taken from Trump's Florida estate includes 48 folders with classified markings found empty, a revelation that especially concerns some security experts.
The government is under an obligation to find out where are those documents, who has seen those documents, where are they now?
Trump's rally in Pennsylvania comes on the heels of President Biden's primetime speech last week, also in Pennsylvania, a crucial state for both parties ahead of the midterm elections. Christina Ruffini, CBS News, Washington.
Student loan companies are reportedly overwhelmed with refund requests after President Biden announced his forgiveness program. Despite the pandemic pause, many borrowers continue to make student loan payments and are wondering if they can get that money back. The answer for many is yes. While most of the 42 million people covered by the pause did not make payments, about 9 million kept paying. It's not clear yet how much of the Education Department's $1.6 trillion portfolio of loans will be affected yet. But experts say many borrowers should be able to get refunds of up to $10,000 in federal student loan debt. New updated COVID-19 booster shots have started going into arms across America this weekend as the nation is still grappling with the grim realities of the pandemic. John Lawrence has the latest.
Nearly 500 people have died from COVID-19 each day across the United States in the past 2 weeks. After a predicted decline last week, the CDC's ensemble forecast is predicting COVID will kill an average of about 450 people per day over the next 4 weeks.
It's always challenging to predict exactly what COVID will do. We've learned to be humble about that over the last 2 years. But we want to be prepared is the most important thing.
Now, a new weapon has launched in the battle against the ever-changing virus: updated vaccines.
This is an important moment, a landmark moment in our fight against COVID.
The updated boosters have instructions that tell our cells to make antibodies against 2 strains of the virus that causes COVID-19, the original strain and the BA4 and BA5 Omicron subvariants, which share the same spike proteins. Pfizer's updated vaccine is authorized for people 12 and older. Moderna's updated vaccine is authorized for people 18 and older.
We've seen laboratory studies that have demonstrated that this updated boost has improved immune responses against the Omicron that's circulating now, improved immune responses against other SARS-CoV-2 variants, as well as similar responses to the original variant. So we have every reason to expect that it'll work just as well and likely better.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
To learn more information about booster availability and appointments here in Madison, you can visit Public Health Madison-Dane County's website. Still ahead this morning, a conversation with a star of a local production that's getting plenty of buzz. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol this morning. Greg is back tracking what Labor Day is going to look like.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this Labor Day weekend, we're having a summer send-off celebration at all Bob's locations near you and all 164 stores coast to coast, with 16 new stores this year alone. So come celebrate with my new 60-month financing option. Incredible values on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. And entertainment and yummy treats for the kiddos. It's gonna be great! Great indeed, Balloon Bob. So come celebrate Bob's coast-to-coast growth. The sun never sets on savings with Bob's Discount.
Sure feels good when you get it right. And with the #1 power toothbrush brand recommended by dental professionals, Philips Sonicare makes it easy for you to always get brushing right. Philips.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4imprint, for certain.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh local Medicare. Hey, Joe, are you behind this whole check your zip code deal on national TV for extra Medicare benefits?
I don't know. Check your zip code.
Why would I check my zip code?
Because you're in it.
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because your local Medicare plans already have those bells and whistles Joe promises.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with great fall denim from iconic classics like Levi's. Or get an extra 20% off looks from And Now This and Ink. Plus, Macy's Star Money bonus days are going on now.
Yeah, we were talking about the cold temperatures actually right now in Superior 34, Ironwood 34. They're about a week away when they typically do see their first freeze, even early. So it's about that time of year to start seeing that. Only a matter of time so we start seeing 30s down here, but that's probably still a ways off. And considering the pattern we're in, it's not going to happen really anytime soon. Right now, look at the big picture going on. We have that ridge, high pressure still sitting out to the west. That's creating the heat advisories and excessive warnings and actually fire weather concerns too. We have a system way out to the Gulf, almost of Alaska. That could be a Friday weekend thing, but that's not looking too much. The one thing that we do have influence on right now is the system that as we zoom in, the one to the south. You can see this little rotation going on right there, and that's kind of getting our northeast winds continuing and bringing in some moisture too. That's going to be influencing our weather for the next probably 24, maybe 36 hours. That front that pushed south's kind of stalled, so you can see that broad area pushing up the north, and then we got that northeast wind coming back around. So that's going to keep us cool overall. If you look at the big pictures, we zoom out with future track, you can see the influence of that system's going to keep going on here with the northeast winds through today. And tomorrow we're going to see less cloud cover, but still that northeast wind, but temperatures will get more mild. We'll see a turn of winds eventually as we get towards Tuesday, and that's when the temperatures will start climbing a little bit higher up. But in the meantime, we're going to see that influence. As if we zoom in, we can see future track, northeast winds, a few showers, better shot if we get closer to the lake right now. But otherwise, it's going to be cloud cover tonight. We're going to go back down into the low mid 50s, upper 50s, maybe certain areas that if they do clear out could get into the 40s, and then patchy fog possible too. Otherwise, then tomorrow, as you can see, more sun, still that east wind, but 75 degrees, so it's going to be warmer, about average, which it should be. So overall, good Labor Day. We're going to warm up Tuesday, as you saw, and then we have maybe a minor little heat wave, 84, 83. That's about 10 degrees above average by middle of the week. And then after that, we'll see about that system in the weekend. But Labor Day still looks overall pretty good there, Shane.
All right, that's good news. People getting outside, maybe a little barbecue action tomorrow on the holiday. Looks like good weather is in store. Thanks, Greg. Hey, the movie Mean Girls, written by comedian Tina Fey, hit the big screen in 2004. What a classic. Quickly developing a cult following. A musical adaptation premiered on Broadway in 2018, and now a touring company is bringing the show to cities across North America. Mean Girls has been running at Overture this past week, and one of the members of the ensemble, this is sort of a homecoming of sort. Our Mark Kane talked with the Platteville native Sydney Mae Roof Wong as she returns to the Overture stage.
What do you like about this show?
I think it's a good night out. interested in the arts ever since I was born, I think. My mom says I was a very dramatic person. I mean, you can see it in all my baby photos, in my toddler photos. I'm just always portraying a character and dressing up. And she always said that I could dance before I could walk. My stepfather, growing up, well, at the time, he was a professional ballet dancer, so he was very involved in the arts. He loved creating theater and movement, and we all were just a family of people who loved participating in the arts and being involved in the community. So we participated in most of the shows for Pop Factory Players in Darlington, which is where my mom grew up, so she knew all those people.
And growing up in Platteville, was there a lot of opportunity to express your art?
There were opportunities. It was a small town, so we were all very close, and we all knew each other and everything, but we had access to Madison, we had access to Dubuque, Iowa, which provided a lot of opportunities. I took ballet at the Dubuque Academy of Ballet ever since I was 6 until I was 18 and going off to college.
So you went off to college, went to UW Milwaukee?
I did go to Milwaukee.
And what did you study? Where did you want to focus?
I studied musical theater, so I have a BFA in music theater, and I chose Milwaukee because they were giving me money to go there. First of all, let's be honest. And I wanted to live in a city finally. It's a bigger city, and it's beautiful. It's right on the lake, and I loved the fact that I could be involved with the dance department and the theater department and the opera department, and not have like a very strict conservatory style musical theater training, but that I could have more flexibility in my training. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it has some really good core values, but it's not taking itself too seriously. And it's a little raunchy, and it kind of makes fun of the stereotypes that we hold on to, like just in our subconscious. And I love that it teaches girls that, and young people, all young people, that it's okay to be yourself, and that we get tripped up sometimes when we try to fit into a certain group or be someone we're not, and that it's okay to realize that and apologize and move on, and yes, just fly your freak flag.
How great is that? Sydney's family, including her grandmother, are both parents went to school at UW-Madison. That show wrapped up last week. All right, we're going to be back right after this. We've got plenty more news and weather to get to. We'll be back after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, select Kellogg's cereal, only 99 cents. And 6 packs of Hershey's milk chocolate bars, only $2.99. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
And he got so upset. Oh my God. Look. No way. She has definitely got some work done. Doesn't even look the same anymore. Talk about an extreme makeover. I wonder how much money she spent on those upgrades.
Hey! The house looks great, right? 3 years, no interest on roofing and siding from Feldco.
Right now, get 3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding.
3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding ends Labor Day. Call now.
866 for Feldco.
Join us at the state capitol for the 2022 Rally for Recovery on Saturday, September 10th. Celebrate and support recovery from substance use and addiction. Recovery is for everyone. Support healing, eliminate stigma, connect with others, explore hobbies to support your recovery. Enjoy free pizza and a live DJ. Free Narcan available. Plus, kids areas, giveaways, and free beverages. We hope to see you there. For more info on the 2022 Rally for Recovery, please visit the Wisconsin Voices Facebook page or wisconsinvoicesforrecovery.org.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
When cold symptoms keep you up, try Vicks NyQuil Severe. Just 1 dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to 9. For max strength nighttime relief, NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, best sleep with a cold medicine.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed. But they're super close, though. There's just a courtyard in between them. Well, actually, it's an alley, but nobody lives in it anymore, so that's cool.
Go ahead and lock the door.
What? When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting,
Lock the door! Why would I lock the door?
it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, Hostess Stonettes, only 99 cents. And Nathan's Beef Franks, only $2.99. While supplies last. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
As we're still seeing some visibility issues, actually the Wisconsin Dells area has dropped down to half mile. So if you're traveling along that area, just be advised there are some visibility with haze. Otherwise, most of the other areas are still looking good for this morning. Once again, much cooler with the dew points have dropped off considerably from yesterday when we were in the mid to upper 60s. For the rest of the day, cloudy conditions, a few peaks of the sun here and there. We should top off about 72. Average high is about 75, 76, so it won't be as warm. Tomorrow looks much better. More sun, less clouds. Temperatures getting up to about 75, 76. Should be pleasant, just with a light northeast-east wind. And then the 7-day and 10-day outlook, we're still looking good. Warming up next week, we could hit the mid-80s by Thursday there, Shane.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. In this morning's health conversation, I sat down with Dr. Rupa Shah of SSM Health to talk about cognitive fatigue and the impact it can have on our overall health. Here's more on the signs to be aware of and ways to keep your mind healthy. This morning, I am joined by SSM Health family physician and wellness coach, Dr. Rupa Shah. We're going to talk about cognitive fatigue and how it can impact the choices that you make. So first off, doctor, what is cognitive fatigue?
So cognitive fatigue is sort of this mental tiredness. After you've spent an entire long day really focusing your mind on an intensive task that takes a lot of mental energy, your brain can just become a little overloaded and just fatigued at the end of the long day.
And obviously, this is something that people can deal with daily. How does it impact daily lives or our overall choices that we make?
Yeah, so what we found is that after folks have spent a lot of time in an intensive task, they tend to make some more impulsive choices in other smaller decisions of their lives. So for instance, like even just like washing the dishes after a long day can just feel really fatiguing. Or we might tend to make some more impulsive decisions on things if we're like online shopping or something of that nature after a long day at the office.
Right, yeah, it just kind of wears you out, and so you're like, I want to get through this task as quickly as possible.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how can we prevent or better manage our cognitive fatigue?
Yeah, so if you know that you are going to have to spend a lot of time at the office focusing on one intensive task, it's a good idea to build in some small breaks throughout the day, maybe just a short 5 to 10 minutes where your brain can get a little bit of rest, and even better if you can get outside, get some fresh air, and just kind of calm yourself and your brain, and then just reset a little bit for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and how about for maybe people at home that are still working from home? What's a good way to, kind of take a deep breath, maybe if they're stuck in an apartment or in their house or something like that? What's a good way to kind of reset?
Yeah, again, if you can just step outside even for a few minutes, that can be helpful. Or a lot of times just getting out of that room, going into a different room, maybe doing some short stretches or exercises just to reset can be really helpful.
All right, a lot of great information. And Dr. Shah, where else can people find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shah.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And as always, we want to say thank you to Dr. Shah for her insights. Hey, there's still a half hour of news ahead here on News 3 Now this morning, Sunday. Greg has got your Labor Day forecast coming up.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too.
Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At U.S. Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
U.S. Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with great fall denim from iconic classics like Levi's. Or get an extra 20% off looks from And Now This and Ink. Plus, Macy's Star Money bonus days are going on now.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
News 3 Now Sports brings you the Badger Blueprint. Join us every week for an exclusive look at Wisconsin football. From the practice field to the locker room, the game day previews and highlights. Badger Blueprint, Wednesdays only on News 3 Now at 10.
Right now, the Badgers start strong in Week 1. Recap and reaction from Camp Randall.
And we'll see cool temperatures today, but warmer temperatures are in the forecast for Labor Day.
Hey, good morning, and thanks for joining us on News 3 Now this morning, Sunday. I am Shane Hogan. Before we get to all that Badgers action in just a bit, we're going to get a check outside with our forecast. Hey there, Greg.
Hey, Shane, yeah, it's kind of a cool, damp little morning overall. I mean, it actually feels nice, but it is kind of damp. North wind at 9 right now. The airport, 57 degrees. Dew point's 53. That is lower, but that northeast wind's kind of kept it up. We've had some visibility issues right around the Dells, the 994 near US 12, State Highway 16. You can see on the webcam a little bit of visibility reduction there, too. Overall, most of the areas are good, but that area has went down a little bit to about a half mile. So, as we look at radar, we see that we've got some shower activity well to the south. It's kind of rotating around that circulation well to the south of us. That's not going to impact us too much, but it's going to continue to bring us moisture into the area. Overall temperatures right now, mid-50s, upper 50s, a little bit cooler. Black River Falls, Camp Douglas, they've cleared out a little bit. They're down to the mid-40s. As we zoom in the Dane County area, generally we're out to 57 Sauk, 58 McFarland. So it's a pretty much uniform upper 50s temperature right now. Overall, we're not going to see much change with the temperatures today, getting up to about 72. But this morning, about the 68, cloud cover, a few peaks of the sun, but overall it will be a cloud day, and that wind will continue to blow from the north-northeast. So cool and cloudy today. There is some patchy fog haze once again tonight. And then, Shane, it does look more sun and warmer on Labor Day. We get back to about the mid-70s.
All right, looks like it's going to be a comfortable holiday. Thanks there, Greg. All right, to local news this morning, the Madison Fire Department responded to a house fire on Madison's east side last night. Crews arrived on scene just before 7 p.m. on the 900 block of Tony Drive near Holy Cross Lutheran School. A neighbor called 911 after smelling smoke and hearing the smoke detector from the home. The fire was coming from one of the lower level bedrooms of the house. Crews were then able to extinguish the fire. Damages are currently being estimated at $125,000. The family, though, was not home at the time of the fire, and there are no reported injuries. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. In Milwaukee, police shot and killed a man after he reportedly opened fire on them following a car chase late Friday night. Officers say the 47-year-old man, who has yet to be named, was a suspect in an ongoing homicide case. When police spotted the man in his vehicle around 11 Friday night, he reportedly fled the area, leading to a chase into a busy downtown bar district. Police say that's when the man got out of his vehicle and began firing at the officers. One bystander, a 22-year-old Hudson woman, was hit during the shootout. Luckily, police say she is expected to be all right. The Minnesota State Fair closed early last night after a shooting. A representative for the fair says it shut down around 10:20 p.m. There were hundreds of people fleeing the midway after the gunfire. Police say one person was shot and was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Governor Tim Walz tweeted his appreciation to law enforcement for responding to those reports of violence. Also out of Minnesota this morning, Viking Cruises sets sail on its first ever Mississippi River cruise. Right now, the Viking Mississippi is docked in St. Paul. Its maiden voyage will take passengers through Red Wing La Crosse all the way to St. Louis. This will be a shorter version of the full cruise, which ends in New Orleans. And if you're curious, the voyage is fully booked until 2024, and tickets were $13,000. All right, let's get to the Badgers this morning. What a way to start the year. Every team strives to win their first game of the season and get off to a good start. But the way the Badgers dominated, even more impressive, shutting out Illinois State 38-0. The team also set multiple program records in the Week 1 victory. That's right, not one, but two records were set last night. The first, courtesy of the jewelry thief. John Torchio quickly shows why he earned that nickname. As you see there, picking off that pass, taking it all the way to the house, had one man to beat, stays up, gets into the end zone for a pick six, 100 yards for the pick six. That's the longest in program history. And then minutes later, the offense sets their own. Braylon Allen breaks free for 96 yards. Marking the longest rushing touchdown in program history. Yeah, you're not catching him. Badgers set the tone early, and that did it. They won 38-0. Ahead of the game, tens of thousands of fans swarmed the streets at Camp Randall to tailgate and head to that season opener. Our Andrew Banstra has the story.
The Badger faithful have waited a long time to jump around. It's been 288 days since Wisconsin's last home game. But game day is finally here.
The environment's unlike any other, and I'm super hyped to be a part of it.
Badger fans of all ages flooded the streets in celebration, grilling, drinking, and patiently waiting out the final hours before their beloved Badgers took the field.
We are just ready. These are like caged animals. They're ready to go.
Game day means everything to Badgers fans, but when your brother is the starting center, it's a whole different level.
It does make it a lot more special. I've always loved football, but being able to, you have some skin in the game, so I love coming here to watch Joe. I only get to make it like once or twice a year.
As the tailgate shut down and fans finally pour into Camp Randall, it's official. Game day is here. A brand new season and a ranked Badgers team have stirred up excitement that you'd have to see to believe.
The energy is absolutely unreal. I mean, it's a stadium full of 80,000 people jumping around. It's like a mini earthquake.
The Badgers are the winningest Power 5 program since the start of the college football playoff era to not make the CFP. And they'll look to change that this year. The fans, they believe this is the year.
And we're going to win this.
I love that confidence right there. Wisconsin at home each of the next 3 weeks before the Badgers open up Big Ten play at Ohio State on September 24th. Plenty of local and regional artists in Paoli showing off their work this weekend. The Southern Wisconsin Art Guild is hosting Art in the Park, and if the crummy weather kept you away yesterday, there's another opportunity for you today. Original artwork, including jewelry, paintings, ceramics, and photography on display, with guests braving those conditions yesterday to find some unique works.
Never rained really hard, but it was steady for quite a while, and still people were here in their raincoats and their umbrellas, and so I think it's been a good show for the artists.
And if you missed out yesterday, you can check out some of the artwork today. Art in the Park runs from 10 a.m. until 5 tonight at the Paoli Park. You can find more information online at paoliartinthepark.com.
I bet probably other people think that this is like the weirdest tradition ever.
But if you've been growing up here your whole entire life, it's not really that weird.
That's what Greg says too. He says he grew up doing this as well. This weekend marks the return of the Wisconsin State Cow Chip Throw, a Dairyland tradition that's been around since 1975. Our Catherine Merck tells us more about what this event means to the Prairie du Sac community.
It doesn't get much more Wisconsin than this.
That one's good.
At Wisconsin's State Cow Chip Throw, they say some of the best things in the state come from the dairy air.
Basically, we throw cow chips, and yes, it really is dried cow manure.
These are what the cow chips look like. A whole lot of cow manure turns into a whole lot of fun here.
It's a tradition that you throw, and whoever gets the farthest, you win, and there's like nationals for it, I think.
Not really many people get to throw poop.
Maybe in other states, something like this wouldn't make much sense.
Are you guys like not grossed out by that?
No, it's Wisconsin.
The event says a lot about America's Dairyland. Not just the crappy things.
It is mushy.
But the wholesome parts as well.
It's really brought the community together as a whole. How can you not have fun when you're talking about cow chips?
Reporting from Prairie du Sac, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
How can you not have fun when you're talking about cow chips? That's pretty good stuff right there. All right, moving on to the next story now. Making its return since 2019, the Labor Fest back here in Madison tomorrow. The event will have plenty of food, live music, and even COVID vaccines if you haven't gotten yours yet. This year, a donation drive will also take place during the event, collecting items and gift cards for Madison area students that are homeless. SCFL is requesting any type of gift card, small bottles of laundry detergent, deodorant, and some school supplies, including colored pencils, markers, composition books, flashcards, and pocket folders. You can drop those off anytime during Labor Fest, which runs from noon to 5:30 at Madison's Labor Temple. All right, coming up still this morning, what the latest job report is saying about the U.S. economy.
With Red Robin's $10 gourmet meal deal, the choice is yours. Pick one of these 3 gourmet burgers, a bottomless beverage, and bottomless fries. All for just $10. Hurry in before it's gone.
Red Robin. Yum.
During Toyota's national sales event, we're working hard to deliver new Toyotas so you can enjoy the last of summer. From hitting the rapids with a RAV4 hybrid, to kicking up sand in a Tundra, or camping out in a Highlander. Hey guys!
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, Floor and Decor, show me what you've got. Now this tile says spa day all day, but this tile says classic on glam. And this modern look, it's sleek yet chic. Okay, I've got it. Everything I need to pull this project together, and all at the perfect price.
At Floor & Decor, you can realize any aspirational project at an inspirational price. Because with an unmatched selection of high-quality products, all at everyday low prices, your bathroom upgrade has never been more you. Discover Floor & Decor today.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo! Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4imprint, for certain.
In 1983, Senator Johnson's daughter was born with a serious heart defect. Dedicated doctors and nurses saved her life. Family became the most important thing in his life, and it still is. He has always enjoyed the simple things in life: the outdoors, fishing, hiking, camping, cross-country skiing, Packer and Badger games, rec league softball, and playing guitar. And did I mention fishing? As a U.S. Senator, he fought to secure tax cuts for 95% of American Main Street businesses so they could stay competitive with the big guys and survive the pandemic. His right to try law has given terminal patients freedom and hope and saved many lives. And his Joseph Project has transformed lives by helping people get good paying jobs and be proud of earning their own success. Senator Johnson went to Washington for all the right reasons. I should know because I am that daughter, and I've been watching my dad help others for 39 years.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
With Red Robin's $10 gourmet meal deal, the choice is yours. Pick one of these 3 gourmet burgers, a bottomless beverage, and bottomless fries. All for just $10. Hurry in before it's gone.
Red Robin. Yum.
Yeah, we're dealing with the cloudy and cool conditions as evident by the Platteville Skycam right now, that low cloud deck hanging around along with the northeast winds. So it's going to be that kind of day, but we'll see a little bit of sun here and there. Visibility starting to improve here at Dell's a little bit, still 3/4, 3 up at Camp Douglas, and then gets up to 10. So along the interstates up there, just be advised there are some visibility reductions. Elsewhere, everything else is looking good. Temperatures on the low 50s up to the north. We're sitting in the mid 50s in Madison, and then even near 60s as you get towards Dubuque. So that northeast wind's keeping it kind of a damp. Overall, we're going to see temperatures climb up to about 72 today under cloudy conditions, and that northeast wind average temp right now is about 76. So 3 things to know: cloudy, cool today, patchy fog once again tonight and tomorrow morning. But Shane, it's going to be much sunnier and warmer on Labor Day, and we might even see mid-80s by the middle of the week.
All right, looking forward to that nice weather for tomorrow. Thanks, Greg. And continuing coverage this morning, the man accused of killing a teenager and injuring 4 others during a stabbing spree in Apple River in late July made his first court appearance on Friday. John Lauriston has more.
Wearing handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit, Nikolai Mew appeared in St. Croix County Court to determine if there's enough evidence against him to proceed with the trial. He listened with little expression while Isaac Schumann's friends and family filled the courtroom behind him. Witnesses say Mew was in the Apple River on July 30th wearing goggles and a snorkel. A group of tubers accused him of looking at young girls underwater, but Mew told investigators he was looking for a missing cell phone. Lieutenant Brandy Hart says witness cell phone video shows Mew approaching the group and then walking away.
The group was yelling, "Go, get away, get out of here."
She says Mew is then confronted by tubers and is accused of hitting one of them. Lieutenant Hart says the video then shows other members of the group hitting and pushing Mew, at which point he begins to stab people with a folding knife.
The camera pans around the river. The scene becomes pretty chaotic. There's victim 1 is in the river being tended to by another individual. Victim 2 is clutching his abdomen and his intestines are out, and the river water is red.
Prosecutors say Mew escalated the situation by approaching the group and later stabbing 5 people. 17-year-old Isaac Schumann died on scene, and 4 other people were stabbed in the torso and later hospitalized. Mew's attorneys argue that he was surrounded by the group, threatened and assaulted, and he ultimately acted out in self-defense. A knife believed to belong to Mew was later recovered by officers on the riverbank.
Given the testimony, the judge says there is enough evidence to move forward with the trial. Mew has been charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide and 4 counts of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. He's due back in court on Thursday. All right, still ahead this morning at 7:42. If you're not drinking enough water, Consumer Reports has some tips to make it easier for you. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Pretty gloomy out there to start. Greg is back with the forecast after this.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
Velco Factory Direct.
What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. It means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. It means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free, ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, the last few hours we took to dial cold. The temperatures are up in northern Wisconsin, but this actually gives you a temperature change the last 24 hours. We've noticed a drop here, stretching down to the northern plains. That heat that actually was in the southwest is kind of abated a little bit and pushed up to the northern plains, up into Canada right now too. But we're going to see that rebuild here in a little bit. Overall, you can kind of see the heat advisories are back in place for the next few days as this kind of rebuilds. That system is pushing up to the north, so it's pulled up some of the warm air all the way up into Canada, and that could be a factor for us eventually towards midweek. That system way out to the west, that's something that could be this next weekend, but overall it's not going to be much of a factor into the time being. Our influences right now are stretching off to the southeast of us with that little rotation. You can see that broad circulation down here wrapping up the moisture and bringing that northeast wind to us. That's going to be our influences for probably the next 36 hours, giving us at least a moist northeast flow until it eventually does push enough further away. So overall, the front to the south, you can see the flow coming up. We're on the back side of the front, so we are cooler, but we are still getting that northeast flow. If you look at Futurecast zoomed out and over the big picture, we can see through today and even to tomorrow, we keep that northeast flow, cloud cover, and a few showers maybe closer to the Lake Michigan area. But overall, we're not going to see the wind flow turn until we get closer to like Tuesday. You can see the arrows start to change there. That's when we'll start seeing the 80s again really come back into play. In the meantime, to see today, we'll see that northeast wind, so temperatures not climbing too much up into the low 70s. By the time we get this evening, we'll still be sitting around there. Overnight, we're going to see temperatures fall off into the low 60s, upper 50s, maybe even a little 40s as you go further north if we clear out. And then tomorrow, once again, more sun, less clouds, but still it's going to be overall about average, about mid-70s for many locations, maybe low 70s. As we get to the 10-day, we see once we get past Labor Day, we're going to see a warm-up. Like I said, 78 Tuesday, the 80s. Some of that hot air out west may get up to our area by midweek, so we could see 84, maybe 85 by that time, Shane.
Yeah, looked like maybe one more stretch of some heat here before things really start to cool down. It was chilly when I came into work this morning, Greg, but looking ahead there, next week looks very comfortable and a good Labor Day. That's what we like to hear. Thanks, Greg. In consumer news this morning, more Americans are reporting themselves as unemployed, but more people are also looking for work. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported the U.S. unemployment rate rose in August to 3.7%. That's an increase from July of nearly 0.2%. Economists expected the rate to stay the same, but experts say the increase may have to do with more people actively looking for work. They say more people being available for work is good for the economy, even if it causes the official jobless rate to rise. The IRS is acknowledging an error that inadvertently exposed taxpayer information on the internet. The admission involves as many as 120,000 individuals who filed Form 990T, often used by nonprofit organizations. Agency officials say they have removed the files from public view on its website and will be contacting those affected directly. The Wall Street Journal reports the Treasury Department planned to notify Congress about the accidental disclosure. Some Credit Karma users could be seeing part of a $3 million payout. The Federal Trade Commission has ordered the company to pay users after falsely claiming they were pre-approved for credit cards. FTC officials say nearly 1/3 of people who applied for those offers were denied, and that misrepresentation harmed their credit scores. This happened between 2018 and 2019. Credit Karma says it disagrees with the FTC, but it's settling to avoid disruptions. It's unclear how many consumers were impacted. When it comes to drinking enough water, not many of us are doing it. However, a reusable water bottle may help encourage a bit more H2O, but finding the right one can be a tall order. Consumer Reports checked out reusable water bottles and gives us the lowdown on the best kind for your kids, the gym, and everything in between.
Whether you're heading back to school, running errands, or starting up that new workout routine, getting your daily water intake while you do it is key. But finding a good reusable water bottle can be tricky.
You want a water bottle that makes it easy to stay hydrated. So we looked at a lot of different bottles and a lot of different key factors, like whether a bottle leaked, how easy it was to clean and tote around, and how it handles drops and falls.
Easy to clean is relative. It could mean dishwasher safe, or just a bottle without a lot of pieces with hard to reach areas. Take this Camelback for kids. It's completely leak and spill proof, thanks to a straw piece that doesn't detach. But that piece is also a bit more challenging to clean. If that's a deal breaker, this budget-friendly Contigo strikes the right balance between kid-friendly and easy to clean. If durability is your main concern, look no further than these Yeti Ramblers. Both the 12-ounce bottle for kids and the larger 18-ounce size are nearly indestructible, keep drinks cold for more than 36 hours, and are super easy to clean.
The Yeti is a pretty solid and heavy water bottle, so if you've got smaller kids or you want something that's really easy to tote around or like take to the gym, you might want to consider something lighter.
For example, this Hydro Flask weighs less than a pound, keeps your water cold, and fits perfectly into most cup holders. If ice-cold water isn't a top priority, CR says you can save some money and score this 26-ounce sun-dried water bottle. It offers a silicone mouthpiece that's easy to drink from and clean.
And if you're biking or cycling, Consumer Reports experts also checked out water bottles designed to fit into bike's water cage. You should make sure the bottle fits snugly into the cage, but not too tight where it would be hard to grab while in motion. A bottle that's lightweight and insulated makes the journey more pleasant too. Good information right there. All right, make News 3 part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. Really good information to help you stay informed. But first, when we get back, a story of healing and inspiration. We're back after this.
Can't get home in time to watch the news? News 3 Now is always on.
Get Channel 3000 app now so you'll have all the day's top stories in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
Attention, were you exposed to the toxic water at Camp Lejeune?
Congress has just passed the Camp Lejeune Justice Act, which makes billions of dollars available to victims of the toxic water supply. If you or your family were exposed, you may be entitled to a share of that money.
If you lived or worked at Camp Lejeune, even if you're not military and have suffered any of these serious health problems,
call 1-800-834-8200. That's 1-800-834-8200.
Family-owned Brothers Maine is celebrating Labor Day with special deals on Whirlpool kitchen and laundry appliances. With our low price guarantee and free delivery, you can kick back and relax. We've got it covered. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
Listen, I'm done settling because this is my secret. I put it on once, no more touch-up.
Secret has pH-balancing minerals, and it helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. So pull it in close. Secret works.
They look different online.
Jeez. Wow, that's a lot of rolls.
When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare.
Let's get you checked in.
It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
Become a certified nursing assistant for free through Operation Fresh Start's Healthcare Academy program. Now enrolling ages 17 to 24. Start your career in healthcare. Visit OperationFreshStart.org to learn more.
Finally this morning, a glimpse at normalcy for a community that so desperately needs it. Janelle Bludeau has more from Uvalde, Texas.
It's Friday Night Lights in Texas. In the town of Uvalde, this is much more than just a game.
For them to be able to go and get together and not over something bad, but over something good, it means the world to them.
To help with the healing, Friday's football came with a lot of love in the form of some famous players.
We played flag football with the Houston Texans.
The Houston Texans standing in solidarity the best way they know how. Players, along with Coach Lovie Smith, surprised the team at dinner Thursday night, and the next morning gifted them new gear. Later, they held a football clinic for 300 Uvalde students coached by former players.
They were willing to come just to help us get happy.
The day was finished out on the field with even more support on the sidelines.
And what an exciting night it was. The two teams were neck and neck the entire time. With just 12 seconds left, Uvalde scores, winning the game.
Now this town looks forward to another Friday night where football can be their freedom.
For at least 3 hours every Friday night, we can forget about what happened, or not forget, but not dwell on it, and we can just go be a normal community again.
Janelle Bluda for CBS News, Uvalde, Texas.
Such a heartwarming story there. Best of luck to them throughout their season. All right, before we go today, one more check on our weather. Hey there, Greg.
Hey, Shane. Like I said, there's still some visibility issues. Once again, the Dells, Camp Douglas, Black River Falls area, that's pretty much steady with haze or fog right there. Otherwise, most other areas have not seen that, just cloud cover. Northeast winds keeping the temperatures around the upper 50s, a little bit lower 50s as you go further north. And as we look at for planning your day out, it's only going to get above about 72 with cloudy conditions. That northeast wind will continue We look better, though, for tomorrow, Labor Day. Looking at mid-70s, about average, more sun than clouds. So overall, it's going to be a better day than what we've had right now. 10-day, we're going to even have warmer conditions start next Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday, mid-80s. And that thing we've talked about in the Gulf of Alaska, that comes maybe next weekend, but that doesn't look all impressive. So overall, it's going to be a decent Labor Day, Shane.
All right, thanks, Greg. And hey, we hope you enjoy your Labor Day and day off tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next weekend.